Yo, if you could have anything in the world, what would it be and why? Anything in the world.
I'm gonna say something personal.
All right, go ahead.
No. Only mom.
Okay. I mean, I kind of knew you was already going to say that. But that's how I start the show off by asking that question. So I kind of already knew that.
Great.
You know what I mean? So, what you miss about your mom?
My mom didn't have like a lot of life experience,
Mm-hmm.
but like really?
What?
Fuck.
What? Back and forth.
It's like she just, I don't know, like she was mom, I was her daughter. It's like we learned each other over the last 37 years. You know what I'm saying? Like she maybe didn't get everything right, but it's like the things that she got right, it was like, ah. And it's like you're never gonna have that again. So I think I just missed telling her like the most stupidest things.
Mm-hmm.
A new recipe that I figured out, or I learned how to make her rice, or like because of my weight, I thought I was like lazy, but I wasn't. I was just big. So it's like I'm like an over cleaner now, and like little things. She was like, "I just think you're lazy," and I'm like, "No, mom, I think it hurts or whatever." And no, I still am lazy because I still do get a maid from time to time to do like the deep cleaning. But like the little things of like cleaning my house or like doing this or doing this, she's not here, or being 300 and something pounds. She hasn't seen that since high school. So I think I just miss the excitement that she would have for me that I'm never going to get. No one's ever going to give me that excitement but my mom. So I can tell people stuff, it's just never going to be my mom's excitement. So I miss that.
I understand. So I want to shout out to everybody who's looking at us. Welcome to Cbear's Corner, where we tapping into the culture, influential figures who got shit going on. And we're going to check out and see what she got going on. By the way, this is fucking Big Sexy. Big Sexy, say what's up.
Hi.
All right, so I just want to thank you for, agreeing to do this. And
Of course.
this is my dog. I mean, we teetering on the edge of having a sex when we do it yet, but she on my body since I got here. So she smelled good.
Oh my God.
Fucking with y'all. So, for everybody that don't know what she got going on, man, she's an amazing, amazing woman, period. Like I follow her on Instagram and she's open about her journey, her fitness journey, her weight loss journey, the trials and tribulations of being a plus size woman. She has an incredible support system. The internet loves her. And she's a super dope person and her personality is super thorough. So I just was like, I'm just tapping on Big Sexy and see what she got going on. This is my dog. So everybody could get to know her and, hopefully people she fucking like get to know us.
Yes.
We take it from there. So we want to start at the beginning real quick. Because she got appointments later. So we got to, you know what I mean? More makeup. So let us know who Big Sexy is and in the early beginning of Big Sexy.
So a lot of stuff I never told people about my life. We kind of had a little talk about stuff. I don't think I was like, so everybody called me Nuna from ATL.
What?
No, I mean it. Like, she was from the suburbs.
Okay.
And she was trying to play like she was da-da-da-da.
Okay.
So like I grew up regular. I grew up, a nice upbringing or whatever. And, Philly was only 45 minutes away from me. So I started coming to Philly or whatever. But long story short, I grew up in a 2-parent household, Mexican, Puerto Rican. My dad was a hustler since he was a kid. He built a great home and a life for his wife and his children. And I just always had this hustler spirit in me. And I grew up with money. So it's like, I really didn't need to. You understand me? Like, I really could have been just a brat and it just wasn't in me. And I was very selfish because of it. Like, I told you, my family don't really like me. And that's fine. I just think that I was selfish in certain ways because I just had this dream for myself that I was going to get. And I feel like it's like every day I'm just like getting like I'm chipping at it. I'm like it's gonna happen. But yeah, I grew up nice. I'm Puerto Rican and Mexican, for people that don't know. I don't know if you think I'm a big white girl, which pisses me off. Don't do that. But no, I grew up and I started doing makeup when I was a young age. I was always big. My biggest weight was 550 pounds. By the time I was 25, I lost 100 pounds by myself within 2 years. And then I teeter-tottered that weight. And then now I'm 350 and I'm stuck at 350. Jesus Christ, I'm tired of it. But it's the smallest I've ever been in my adult life. It's the most energy I've had in my adult life. And that's why I got a studio. And today I was crying because I stood up since 10 o'clock in the morning and working, which is crazy to me because I sit down in my home studio. And now with this studio and when I travel, I stand up and it's like crazy to me. I'm just a makeup artist and I'm an influential, I guess, speaker on the internet because I'm very transparent. I don't really hide too much. The things that I have to hide is just because of family situations or stuff like that. And if I disrespected them enough, I would talk about it. But they think I hate them, and I actually do have a certain respect for them because they are my family, that I will not do that. But for the most part, I'm an open book. I'm an open book. Like, yes, I just told everybody not to talk to me tomorrow, RB only, because my new dude don't know I got social media. Yeah. So I said, if you see me, just go, woo woo. Like, give me a hug.
She was tripping, taking the nigga there anyway.
Anyway. But I built a platform from being myself. I mean, they've seen me from, oh my God, I'm talking about 550 pounds down South Beach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just genuinely loving who I was. I always called it a deluded type of confidence. I was delusionally confident, but I've talked about how wherever you're at, so if you're poor, you just make it you make it fun, right? If you grew up a certain way, you just made it fun, right? You know, they talk about how people make the hood fun. They just normalized their everyday life. I did that with my weight. I normalized who I was in that moment. I never said that being that big was good, but I had to be happy. And that's what I did. And even now, I'm not happy. I'm, June 13th, I get to go for the consultation to cut this bitch off. But I'm still going to be happy in this moment.
Sure.
And I'll be happier when I cut this bitch off. So that's just like, whatever. That's just like a little gist of who I'm, makeup artist and motivational speaker. And everybody loves me for being myself.
So I was saying all that, right? So me just scrolling on Instagram and just saying the type comment figure that she was, like, and then I see how everybody gravitates toward her in regards to like everybody who supports her and things like that. That shit kind of like inspiring. And I feel like when certain shit is like, you sharing is inspiring somebody else because they might not have the heart to do and say the thing that it is that you're doing, or they might not be motivated enough to, you know what I'm saying? Like, perfect example. I cheat on this gym shit. I'm not mad at the gym. I just got other shit going on where I don't make the gym a priority for me, right? But then every time I wake up and I scroll, then I see the sexy in the gym. Sometimes she got sleep slow, sometimes she don't. Sometimes she with a trainer, sometimes she not. It don't matter. She's fucking there.
Furry boots.
And then furry boots.
I have no gym sneakers. I said if I go with the furry boots.
You did that with the furry boots. So I'm saying all I have to say is like, there's no excuses. You want to change your life, you don't like something about what you got going on, then she's changing it. And that is the best thing you could possibly do to change your circumstance. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud you for that. Because that's a motivation to me. And yeah, other shit you be saying on there, I just don't like motherfuckers in my mix like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Jay-Z raised me, right? But I still applaud her for putting her however she's feeling. If she's
it's
feeling
a diary. It's a I'll say this, especially lately, because I think I've always been open. But going through losing my mom and not having my family to be there for me, the internet was there for me. My friends was there for me, but I would ignore them sometimes. They would call me and they'd be like, I'm just making, and mind you, my best friends know me. So they never even said, well, you posting on Instagram. They didn't even question that. They knew like, that's all she had. She don't want to answer me. It's cool. And that's I found a lot about people. Because when they said anything like, well, I see you on Instagram, why can't you respond to me? I don't want to be that personal right now. I want to, like, specifically because I'm on here and I don't got my podcast back. My mom died October 10th. And I've really used, because I went into like isolation. I didn't have my family to be there for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a person at that moment in time. I had friends, but Instagram was really like, oh my God, like I could just post and just be done with it. And maybe I overshare sometimes, but I say this one thing to my friends and everybody, and I want y'all to hear this. We're here for the first time. Everybody's here for the first time. Like, we don't have a guidebook to this shit. Life is like for the first time. And we all trying to figure it out. And this is what it looks like for me figuring it out. And I'm just doing it on a public platform. And it looks kind of chaotic sometimes. And it looks like, why the fuck she tell us that? You ain't never gonna hurt me. You ain't never gonna embarrass me. Because I'm gonna tell you what the fuck it is before you tell me what the fuck it is. So there's nothing that you could do to me or say to me that's gonna make me feel embarrassed. A lot of people have a pride. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to share that shit because it's gonna make you maybe feel less. I told you my dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you never gonna say no shit. But I'm different. You can't embarrass me.
So let me ask you this. When do you recognize when you found your purpose with this shit? The uplift.
The uplift. My purpose with what? Makeup or with?
No, your purpose with.
Oh, the social media?
No, just purpose generally.
And like,
because you find a sense of happiness inside that seems self-motivated. So you obviously have a purpose because you have a tribe. So when did you realize, like, yo, this is my purpose?
I have a purpose, and I found that out with the way that people, when they come up to me. When they come up to me, I mean, it's like the way that the stuff that they tell me, the things that I've done for them just by being myself is like, I can't stop this. I can never, when I talked about my person right now doesn't know about my social media. The last person I really, really liked actually stopped dating me because of my social media. And it's like, this is deeper than a funny video. This is deeper than me feeling good about myself and maybe showing my ass. I'm a good woman. So if any man doesn't want me because of my social media, that's their loss.
She smell good too.
This is my client just told me that earlier. She was like, you smell good, like up close and personal. But anyway, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than my husband. I would probably share if they would let me. Sometimes I asked if I could share just those interactions with those girls that don't have no confidence, that are smaller than me, that look better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at these bitches like, are you crazy? Like, who fucked you up? You know what I'm saying? And I always said this, if I could bottle this shit up, I don't even want to sell it. That's the one thing I don't want to sell. Like, the one thing I don't want your money for. If I could bottle this shit up and give it to y'all, I would, because I don't know where your life took a wrong turn or who the fuck did you so dirty. And even with my family shit, the one thing that I was able to build in my family was the confidence that I had in myself. And I would bottle that shit up and give it to y'all, because confidence is, if you look good, you feel good.
For sure.
If you feel good, you can be good to other people. I told you about the fucking vape.
Yeah.
You fucking your lungs up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't smoke vapes. It was a hookah pen. I told her I'm trying to stop
it's
smoking.
just as bad. But if you feel good, you look good. If you feel good, you can be good.
For sure. Given who you are and the influence that you have on people, do you experience a lot of hate?
If there is hate, I'm not aware of it at this present moment. I've dealt with friends. Back in 2020, I was punched in the face on 10th Street by a friend that she hated my light. She hated my light. We would go out and she would be mad because people would come up to me and they wanted to take pictures of me and they wanted to buy us drinks. And here goes Nina being friendly as shit, being Joe as shit. Bitch, call me motherfucking Joisha. Because why the fuck me and my homie, I used to call him Joseph and he used to call me Joisha. Because why is that term so like, what you mean? Like, I'm friendly. You know what I'm saying? If you're great energy to me, I'm great energy to you. If anything past that great energy is malicious, that's between you and your God. I'm going to give you good energy. And when we leave this interaction, that's on you if it was malicious. So all that energy that you're talking about, I've definitely went through all of it. I'm about to be 38 in July. The people that I have around me now. And if there is hate on the internet, I don't know. They're hating and, you know what I'm saying? They telling me a heart eyes and they're calling me a fat bitch and she's gonna fucking gain her weight back in a year. I don't know. I just know it don't got nothing to do with me. I don't know.
It don't got nothing to do with
It has nothing to do with me.
I understand.
Yeah.
Have you had any significant health issues because of the weight that you once were?
Yeah, I had the cancer because of the weight. That's what they told me. Remember I told you about last one, I guess?
Yeah.
So let's talk about this very serious. So I never had a actual period, a real period. I never had like a monthly cycle since I was younger. And I knew something. I knew that wasn't like normal. So me and my ex-partner, we wanted to see if I could have kids because I always wanted to have kids. I've never been pregnant. I've clearly been dumped in multiple
times. Never
got pregnant, never had a scare. He like, so I will give Temple University this praise, but I will also give them the scare that made me go to Fox Chase. But anyway, I was like a phenomenon. They had the fucking students coming in. She never had a period. Like, you know, and they gave me a biopsy. They were like, we want to give you a biopsy. You know, this is not normal. You know, cancer might, but don't worry about it. And it was definitely cancer. And I kind of had an inkling and I was nervous and I actually ignored their calls for weeks. And they gave me my diagnosis the day before my birthday on the phone because I wouldn't answer the calls. And they said, we're actually not going to wait no more because you have not answered us. You do have stage 1 cancer in my uterus, which is, it was called endometrial stage 1, which is the lining of my uterus filled up with estrogen because I never had a period. So nothing ever like released out of me the way it should be. So it was just built up and it was stage 1. And I had to go on treatment, never chemo, thank God. And I did tell a lot of people on my social media because there are big girls that have babies. There's big girls that's not. There's just, I feel like with one, there's always like, people be like, well, I don't think, well, okay, that's you. There's 400-pound girls that had babies. And then there's 400-pound girls that never had a period. And now I have cancer. I'm out of stage 1. I still have an IUD in me. I'm actually one more year before it's out. And I have to get a hysterectomy because my cancer will come back full blown. So crazy. I didn't want a hysterectomy. Crazy. So I was sitting at Fox Chase. I switched to Fox Chase. And I was sitting I had like a day of appointments. I had a day of testing. And I'm sitting with a lady and we were just talking because I'm really friendly. So we're sitting there all day and we're just talking. And we started talking and she told me, like and she says, oh, I have the same cancer. I had the same cancer as you. And she said that hers came back full blown. And she's now on chemo. Lost it. And I'm like crying to this lady. And she said, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. She said, but I didn't want to get a hysterectomy. She says, now I have full blown cancer. She said, I'm on chemo. She said, I'm going to move to Philly soon. She said, because it's just like too much travel. She was coming from like Delaware. And that was just like my ultimate, like, so I am ovulating because I know because of my girlfriend told me, like, my breasts are telling me that I'm ovulating. And it's freaking me out because like the normal things that girls went through, I like never went through. I hate you. No, I never, like, I used to bleed, but like it was never anything crazy. Like I never had, and I will say this, y'all gonna get it. I don't have breasts, I think, because of that. I never like grown full titties. Yo, the video that went viral, it's like 1 million views. They was like, yo, her being that big with no titties is crazy. I was like, yo, I started dying. I was like, I think I never went through like full blown like puberty. I'm dead serious. I'm so dead. I never got
but
I bled, but like like girls get like a full did it. So long story short, I don't want to take my IUD out. When I get it out, I'm going to put it back in because getting pregnant would derail everything. So I'm probably going to be a 41-year-old because I am ovulating. Like I know I'm ovulating,
but
and I'm excited.
Titties not. You could have just been a person with little titties.
Okay, maybe I got little titties, but
just saying it's not because you're weight. If you was smaller, you would probably still have little titties. You give me little titties. Give me little titty big butt. All right, cool.
And that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be once this shit gets cut off, it's just gonna be little titty big butt. But so that's just a big thing. So if you are not, and I don't talk about my cancer journey a lot because I feel like I'm not a chemo. I don't have chemo, and that sounds great. I'm not a chemo, but that cancer content is for people that are genuinely going through it. I never went through chemo. I had the IUD in for the past 5 years. I took metformin, which was crazy. And I'm out of stage 1.
Okay.
I had to get my tests done before I got my gastric.
Okay.
So I had to get a biopsy, not under anesthesia. I would never tell any female to do that. I think that is actual like torture.
Big one in here.
All my biopsies I'm under anesthesia. I'm talking about fentanyl, anesthesia. They go in there, they scrape everything. I wanted my surgery so bad. I didn't want to go under. So I told them they could do it in the office. That is actually inhumane. So.
All right, we got to get off the topic.
Yeah, get off that topic. But I'm out of stage 1 and
feeling kind of
41-year-old mom, and then they can take everything out.
We got to get out of there.
I'll make it funny. So the reason I don't want a full hysterectomy.
The handicap.
Boom. So I asked my doctor, I said, will I lose the wetness in my pussy if I take my whole shit out? Valid question. If I take everything out, a hysterectomy is they take all your everything. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that shit to make babies, all that, okay? Will I lose my wetness? Because at that point,
I would hope not.
It's cancer.
Yo. Hey, yo.
Valid question. She thought I was crazy. It's cancer.
Yo. Makeup. Let's get.
I'm sorry. The Henny is not kicked in.
No women in here.
I said that, and I guess, and guess what? And the woman's gonna be like, valid question.
For sure, it might be. I can't get an answer.
My wetness is a part of my personality.
What? How do you associate vagina moisture with personality?
Meaning, like, what if I meet a man? Me and him don't work out. I love it. Just gonna get it. But I like you. But if we don't work out and I'm dating 41, dry ass coochie. Oh my God.
But see, this girls out here in heaven with that skin I have driving night.
Oh God. Are you serious?
Yeah.
They have dry coochie? For no reason.
You speak even pornos. It'd be dry. You see that? Listen pornos.
I don't deal with women. There's dry coochie out here? Oh my God. I can't do it.
I mean, it's so
if you don't work out,
sustain it.
And I have to date again, and I have a dry coochie with no nothing, that's gonna be so hard.
Oh, I don't know. I want to talk about makeup.
Go ahead.
I got on dry coochie.
Okay. You got your clip.
You know what, yo?
Go ahead.
All right. So, how did you fall into the makeup field? The beauty industry.
So makeup, I talked about me being like a little hustler, and I didn't have to be. So I used to sell CDs, and then I started doing makeup and doing hair. So I was always like a fashionista, but I was a tomboy growing up. Like I had y'all could pan the picture. I had a shape up. So I had thick hair. I had thick hair when I was younger.
So yeah,
and I didn't know how to manage my curls. So I literally just shaved, and it was like a shape up around like my edge line. Because it was so curly. I was a tomboy. Anyway, so I kind of... So anyway, I just started being like, every time we used to go out, I was always getting my friends dressed. I always was a fashionista though. I was always getting my friends dressed. I was always like, we're going to put that, with that. Okay, we're going to do your hair. And then I just started doing makeup. And then by default, because of my weight, so I always wanted to get a job. Like my mom would take me on interviews and she'd be like, Nina, you're going to have to stay in them for 8 hours and they're just not going to be nice to you. And I just don't want you to work. My mom literally would take me on interviews knowing damn well she did not want me to work. It was the sickest shit ever, but she just didn't want them to treat me. You know, I was bigger, so she didn't want them to treat me. And she had the money and the means to support her 16-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not have to work. Mm-hmm. So by default, it's just like, fuck it. What can I do? And I just always gravitated towards makeup, but it's shifted into this, like, the way that I empower them just before the makeup. Mm-hmm. Like, if I told you a camera crew, if I had a camera crew literally following me on how my interactions are with my clients, I can't capture it. Mm-hmm. I probably have footage in my phone that I just never posted of like that raw authenticity, but it's like, that's how it started. And I started at $40 a face. And I think I started at 35, then went to 40. And then I started doing fashion shows and doing this and doing that. And then my name started getting out there. Okay, boom, let's move to 50. Mm-hmm. And then in the past 6 years, it just blew the fuck up. It blew up. I don't know what that is. It blew up.
That's what I watch.
It blew up in the past 6 years. Like, blew up.
So, what's the goal? With everything you got going on, what's the goal?
I think my goal is I want to teach. I've been teaching kids lately. Mm-hmm. And I think my dire need to want to be a mom, like, because I'm older. I think when I was younger, everything happens for a reason. I'm not saying I wouldn't have been a great mother, but I was very selfish growing up. Mm-hmm. And just whatever, you're just selfish. And I'm honest about it. I have a puppy right now. She's 6 months. She's terrorizing my house.
What's her name?
Stella.
Shout out to Stella.
She shits, and I just got her to only shit in the kitchen now. She doesn't shit she only, like, I have a cat that I love, and it's just like, I think the dire need to want to be a mother, I put it, I was at the gym one day and she brought her daughter there and I was playing with it and I was like, no, go, I'll just sit right here. And I was doing my little Jones and I was like, no, I'm gonna hold her. And she was like, are you a mom? And I was like, no. She's like, you're being crazy. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I want to do teaching. I think that my next goal is to be teaching. And also, I love mortuary makeup. I do mortuary makeup as well. And I really do love it. It's a piece that nobody can ever explain, even me. Mm-hmm. But it's like a God's duty to do the dead makeup. Mm. It's a God's duty. It's a moment when I get to the body, I say their name over top of them. I read their obituaries in front of them. Mm. And then I proceed with the makeup. And the family sometimes sits there with me and I try to make them comfortable. I'm very empathetic. So I'm very like, one time a grandkids was there. And I was like, what's like, I said, how was your grandma with you? And they're just looking at me. They're kind of like nervous, but then they start talking to me. I'm doing their, you know what I'm saying? But it's a God's duty for me. It's a God's duty for me. So that's my main is I would like to be full-time teaching and full-time mortuary wearing makeup.
That's my dog. That's my dog. So we about to wrap this show up. Let everybody know what where they can find you and some words of encouragement. Give them a little bit in the bottle that you want to.
So I am therealbigsexy _ on Instagram. I have 2 locations in North Philly and Germantown. Mm-hmm. The main thing I want to tell y'all is that it's so cliche. Everything I'm gonna say is about to be cliche. Mm-hmm. Never give up. I don't care where you came from. I don't care about your background. I don't care about none of that. We all are here for the first time. Any person that you see, when I walk around and I see somebody just working their job and I'm just like, they never give up. It could be UPS. It could be an Amazon driver. It could be a person driving Uber, dropping off. And I'm like, they're not giving up. That's all I see when I see people walking around every day. And I'm like crazy. My mental is wild when I drive. And I'm just like, they're not giving up. It's so easy to give up. Mm. Like, life is a wild ride. Like, I never thought at 37 I would never have my mom a day in my life. There's nothing. She's not gonna be here for my wedding. She's not gonna be for my first child. She's not gonna be here to spoiled, like she spoiled all her grandchildren. Mm-hmm. She's not gonna be here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I get up every day and I want to say, oh my God, I have to find it. And I have to find it on my phone because I want to read it verbatim. someone on my Instagram, but my mom had passed away around that time. So I really never read it. And today she sent me a message. And I want to leave y'all with this only because this is really what happened. So I'm sorry, hold up. I got to find it because it's that deep. Oh my God, it's like a Nikki. Oh, there. So someone told me when my mom passed away, when she went to heaven, she exchanged her life for your strength. And I never thought about it like that. I think like nobody's death should go in vain. When somebody dies, you should always have a lesson in a death. If you don't choose to have a lesson, the lesson is going to be within you. You're going to learn the lesson a hard way. My mom didn't leave me with depression. Like when my ex left me, it left me with depression. My mom left me with a fight that I've never had in me ever again. She's not here. She's done. What does my life look like now? And I got to do everything for her. So again, this goes for anything. If somebody passes away, I think people put so much power in people passing away and they lose a part of themselves. You should gain a part of yourself when somebody passes away that you love that much. And it should be the part of you that does what you're supposed to do in this walk.
Big facts. Big facts. Big facts.
Are you gonna cry?
No, I'm a G. What I want to say to you is that I thank you and I appreciate you sitting here and giving this game to the audience and just letting everybody know like the positivity that you're putting out to the world, and that's the only energy that can be matched back to you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for that. I adore your strength. I adore your courage. I adore your confidence. You just a dope individual all the way around. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Nina.
You know my real name?
Yes, sir.
Damn!
So, y'all, look, follow her, check out, man. I'm a fan of what she got going on, and hopefully y'all are as well. That's this conclusion of Cbear's Corner. I just want to thank Big Sexy for contributing to the culture. And, you know, we just get to our roots and keeping this shit.
It's all for the brown and black culture.
All for the brown and black. I'm going to catch you on the back end.